Welcome to the episode of Bleav in Falcons. I'm your host, Ovie Mughelli. Got my co-host, Michael Turner. And you know what? I I kind of feel bad now because when Mike Allstott was on last time, I was like, man, you're going to win, Mike. We have no chance. We're probably going to lose. We've been really stinking it up. And we went out there and did the impossible. We actually beat the Bucs. And we beat them in the way that the Falcons usually lose. Bucs are up by 2 touchdowns. Bucs couldn't do anything wrong. They were out there scoring plays, first downs, touchdowns, 2-point conversions. We couldn't score our 2-point conversion. We're fumbling balls again. It was bad, but somehow, some way, even with David Sills, the guy who most Falcon fans haven't heard of before this year, dropping balls, one of our second, third, fourth, fifth options, played great. He didn't play great. He had some big moments when we needed him the most. And that kind of shows the spirit that this team obviously has, because people ask all the time, are you 1-2-3 Cancun, or are you in it to win it and to fight, even though they have nothing really to play for? So I'm proud of our Falcons. The city is too. I'm out and about, and people are got a little pep in their step. A little bit more of a smile to their body, to their heart. And I'll take it, Mike, because even though we won, there are some people who didn't want us to win. We'll get to that later, but I feel like the Falcons winning is never a bad thing.
No, it's never a bad thing to win. It's just like it was just one of those weird games where
Very weird.
we didn't play our best. We had like
Oh.
19 penalties, things like that, and we kept it tight. And then early in the fourth quarter when they went up 14, it was like, oh, here we go again. This where we lose control of the game. This where it gets ugly like weeks past.
Yep.
But no, this Falcon team showed some heart, man, and us coming down from 14 in the fourth quarter, man, that was very impressive. I don't even know, like, I can't, like, we usually lose those games. That's like we're usually up 14 and let another team come back on us and win. But funny how the tables turn, man, and it was a great win on prime time. And like we said, we always show up on prime time. We always do something special on prime time, seems like, but it was just one of those wins, man, that we can be happy for the team, happy for the guys, and a lot of guys showed up. We'll talk about that. Like Kyle Pitts and Kirk Cousins, everybody just stepping up big, man. It was just one of those nights, man. It was just magical.
No, it was magical. It was great. I did not think that we would play at this level, because after watching the last game and the Seahawks, where we were competitive again until the second half, and that's when we fell off, and it was different this time. The second half, well, I say we poured it on, but we got down by 14, but then we came back and we did something that we haven't done very often, and this is why people are frustrated. Mike, if we could do this, why on earth haven't we been playing like this the whole season? Just like when we showed flashes against the Bills, we showed flashes against the Vikings. Why are we not playing like that the whole time? Because now I think, I already thought that, Raheem's coming back. But after this win in this way, and I think I saw Raheem getting in the camera all day. I think he was saying all day. But the man had some life in him, because he's been lifeless on some of these losses where they got the microphone in front of his face. He's just like, what do you want me to say? So he had some life in him. I think Raheem's coming back. I already thought that there's a chance he is. I think there's a strong chance, because here's the thing. We have injuries, Mike. We don't have Drake London. We don't have some of our offensive linemen. We don't have some of our best players. I don't know if Troy Anderson's even on the team still. Devon Diablo's out for a little bit. But with all these injuries, Kirk Cousins was able to still make lemonade with some lemons without the best receiving core, because no one's rating our receiving core top 10, maybe not even top 20 in the league. We were able to manufacture an offense that was able to beat a Bucs defense that's not terrible. Vita Vea is a menace, and Bijan Robinson, if he can only get over this whole fumble thing, he can be the perfect back. I still think he's one of the greatest. His numbers say so as well. But it's just, we have fans confused, frustrated, because playing like this on prime time and having the record we have just doesn't make sense.
Well, Ovi, for to say that automatically he's going to be back, you giving a lot of excuses.
Excuses?
These
are actual reasons.
It was a lot of excuses in that, and because some of those losses, man, were ugly, and it didn't matter
They
it
were.
didn't matter who was injured, who wasn't there. We can't worry about that. Everybody has injuries. Everybody goes through that. We had some ugly losses this year, and some coaching mistakes, some players' mistakes. It was something different every week. So I can't even see. I can't get too excited about last night's
Yeah,
win.
and it's recency bias. Like I'm like, we're going to the Super
Yeah,
Bowl.
yeah,
We're
yeah.
terrible. We're
You're
going back to
doing
the
it.
Super
You're
Bowl.
doing it
We're
again. You're
terrible.
doing
We're
it
bringing
again.
it
You're
back.
doing it again. And I almost fell. I almost fell for it this time,
You
but
almost
no,
did.
no.
Come on,
It's
Mike,
still
fall for
three.
it. Fall for it.
No, no. 3 weeks. Still got 3 weeks left. One win is
We
not
do.
going to save Raheem Moore's job.
It's not.
It was a great win. It was still ugly. It was still 19 penalties. That's coaching.
Ooh.
That's not paying attention to details. We still have miscues on special teams when the kicker, kicked it short. Gonzalez kicked it short on the kickoff and
Come on,
gave them the ball on the 40-yard line, which Tampa Bay should have took advantage of, and they didn't. Thank God, so that worked in our favor towards the end when they want to be super aggressive and start throwing the football. They had some miscues coaching on their side,
They did.
and I know that helped us win the football game. It's not like we just battled out, toughed it out, and did some miracle things. They helped us out a lot
They did.
during the course of the ball game. We just took advantage of those miscues, and that was something that we haven't done in the past. So one win, yes, I'm excited for it. Good. Let's get another one. Let's get another one. Let's enjoy. I'll enjoy this weekend, this long weekend,
Long
but
weekend.
long weekend. But let's get another one.
Mike, I love Thursday night games when you win. I hate Thursday night games when you lose because then you get that long week just to think about it. And usually coach
Yeah,
doesn't give you the whole weekend off and say, hey, we'll see
right.
y'all Wednesday. Nah, if you lose that game, we out there doing stretching and physical therapy and
Mhm.
watching film and no, there's no extra time off for Thursday. But now that our guys win, even though, like you mentioned, guys, we won a game. We're supposed to win games. Like there is no like huge celebration. Even though there is a celebration because it's a win, but like we
Yeah.
haven't arrived. We haven't arrived, which is why who did something? There was somebody. I mean, they should have fun, but there was some commentators saying, "Hey, Falcons, calm down," because somebody was dancing, going crazy, and doing extra for the first time. Like you got a first down, calm down. Like you're not allowed to go crazy if you're not
Oh,
consistently winning. But I don't care. I'm
mhm,
just happy for this team, happy for these Falcons, happy for them showing out. And speaking of showing out, Kyle Pitts showed up and showed out, Mike, in a way
mhm,
to where you would think that this man is in his contract year. Oh, he is in his contract year. So he realized
mhm,
that in order to get the Ovie Mughelli, Michael Turner treatment where people are, fighting for your services when you're a free agent, you got to
mhm,
ball out that last year. Don't ball out the year before. Balling out the year after don't work. You got to ball out your contract year. He hasn't done this. He's had a much better
mhm,
year than he's had in previous years, but that wasn't hard to do because unfortunately he's been falling below the mark. But this year, this game, it was like, who is this guy? He's running
mhm,
wild, running possessed. He was
mhm,
getting separated. The knock on him was that he couldn't get separation, whether that was injury or whether he just didn't have the footwork. It wasn't happening. He got separation. I don't think he dropped the ball this game because he had to be the guy, Drake London being out and realizing that Darnell Mooney, even though I feel like Mooney and Kirk had a great little something connection last year, that
mhm,
has not been able to manifest itself in the same way. But Kyle Pitts acted like the number 4 pick overall that he was drafted at. And that's all we wanted because go to the Michael Parsons, go to all the people that we passed on to get
mhm,
Kyle Pitts. It's painful. Don't
mhm.
go there, but don't go there. And
Right.
you're like, when is this guy going to be better than Michael? When is the guy going to be better than that defensive tackle? When is he going to be better than all the players that are now playing at almost like a Pro Bowl, All Pro, some of them Hall of Fame level? And we got
Mhm,
Kyle Pitts. So Kyle showed us something. I'm happy for him. I just hope that now he realizes what his body can do, realizes that he doesn't have to drop any balls, realizes that he can be the guy we want him to be, and plays that way every game moving forward. Not just like, hey, I gave y'all something, I'm done. No, I need it every game.
Yeah, I don't think Kyle would approach the game like that. But
No,
no, he's good. He's good. He had a great game. That's shit, probably his best game he ever had.
it was. I'm trying to find the
And
stats, but it was
yeah, he's the
three
first
touchdowns, right?
target, huh?
He had
He 3 touchdowns.
166 receiving yards and 3 touchdowns and some big catches.
Right, and it hasn't been a tight end with that stat line since Shannon Sharp in 1996.
Really?
Yeah, something like that, something crazy. I know since Shannon Sharp. I don't know the exact year, but I seen the other day, like seen it afterwards. Like no tight end had 150 plus yards catching and 3 touchdowns since Shannon Sharp. So that's crazy. Even though we had some great tight ends over the years, so that's a big gap.
Yeah.
So so. And it was just Kyle Pitts. It was like the play designs too. It was the way he was getting the football was looking different. The design, the routes he was running, it was looking different. I could see, okay, Zach Robinson, Zach was cooking. Zach was cooking.
Zach was cooking, but again, Mike,
to feature him. You know what I'm saying? And it was great. And Kirk was finding him the football. Kirk did a great job dishing the football all around too. So big ups to Kirk Cousins who had over 300 yards passing.
Yeah, 373 yards.
Big game for him. So
the Bucs don't like Kirk, or Kirk likes the Bucs, but 373 this time. Remember 500 yards last year. Like he shows up and shows out for the Bucs, and I am here for it because I don't know. I feel like that 6-2 season that we saw from Kirk last year, that's still in him. Like the Kirk that was going wild, that was throw the ball with accuracy, put it on the line. He's able to figure out how to change the play. He has that veteran leadership that everybody was clamoring for. Before he got injured, he was everything we wanted, everything we needed. But now it's just like, okay, is he going to come back or turn into that Kirk Cousins? Because he showed us today that he can. Yesterday that he can. So it's a conversation, Kirk or no Kirk. And Kirk probably is trying to audition to make management decide, are we going to pick up that next year or are we aren't going to? Kyle Pitts, same as well. Are we going to keep Kyle here in Atlanta or are we not? A lot of players are doing that. And this game was a lot of reasons, including Zach Robinson, to not make too many changes. But you can't have a recency bias because we all remember what happened.
Right. Yeah.
We're 4-10. What are we? 5-10? 4-9? What's our schedule? Our record?
We're 5-9.
5-9. That's not bad. 5-9. 5-9.
That's not bad.
5-9. That's doesn't roll off the tongue, Mike, like I wanted to. 5-9. It still sounds pretty horrible.
We was looking to be 9-5 around this time of year. You know what I'm saying? Like the way we was talking this season, like we were saying, this is it. This is the year we're gonna gel and put things together and finally get on a roll and finally like take over the NFC South and things like that. But no, we got the Carolina Panthers. We got the Carolina Panthers in first place right now.
Anybody but the Bucs. Anybody but the Bucs and the Saints. Sorry. So if I could choose somebody, it'd be a bottom dweller like the Panthers because I like their little underdog quarterback, Bryce Young. No one thought or thinks that he can be like a real quarterback. He's a mini me. He's an itty bitty guy. And so if someone has to win that's not us, I would choose the Panthers. So I loved spoiling the Bucs, and they were pissed, Mike. Todd Bowles, Baker Mayfield, they were upset, and I loved it. It made me feel good.
I did. I loved it too.
They were so pissed off. They couldn't believe it. Like, they were so disgusted. Like, wait, the Falcons beat us?
Right.
Like I loved it, but I was like, hey, calm down. Like, why are you so mad? Like, there's no way we should have ever even gotten close to beating them. They were so pissed.
Because they was up 14 in the fourth. Ovie, they were on primetime television, up 14 in the fourth quarter, and they thought it was over. Yeah. They thought it was in the bag. But no. It wasn't the Falcons going to Falcon this time. It was
not this time, Mike. But Mike, let's talk about these penalties, though, because I just read that we set a franchise record for penalties, 19, and penalty yards, 125, and they're train wrecks masked by a comeback because if we lost this game, I think it would be guaranteed that Raheem's out because a good way to show that the team has given up or the team is not following you or the team is not believing in whatever you're selling or buying what you're selling is that they're unorganized, they're undisciplined, they're having penalty after penalty after penalty. And what do we have? 19 penalties. It wasn't like it was the same guy, it was like different guys. So people tie that to culture. When you have penalties at a franchise leading a tune, you're like, well, that coaching tree does, or that coaching squad does not have the hearts and the minds of these players, because no player in their right mind who's fighting for their coach is just going to not pay attention to detail, not be disciplined, and have back to back to back to back penalties. So that would have been the narrative. But thank God, winning literally cures all. Like, not many people are talking about, not as many as they should, are talking about the record-breaking penalties we had yesterday.
Yeah, man. There's thankfully that didn't bite us in the end, you know, because that would have been one of the first things everybody would have been pointing at.
First, yep.
Penalties, penalties, penalties. You know, um, well, it is what it is, man. It's just the facts. It's just the facts. You can't. You're not supposed to win a football game with 19 penalties.
No,
No, you're not. You're
ever.
not. You're not. They only had three, and it was just a weird game yesterday, Ovi. I'm still trying to soak it all in. You know, I'm still trying to get like, how did we pull this off?
Yes,
How do we pull it off? You know, like, but we had that trio though with Kyle Pitts, Kirk Cousins, and
Bijan.
Bijan doing their thing out there and keeping us in the ball game. And then Seals with a key catch in the fourth quarter on that fourth down. Uh, you know, that was key after he done dropped a wide open touchdown, like a walk-in
Wide open,
touchdown.
Mike. What
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
that
So
man, I was like, somebody needs to stay with him and like make sure he's
no,
okay, because
yeah, yeah,
players like that, he dreams about not just starting, because no one knew his name before this year. He
right,
dreams about not just starting, but a chance to win a game for his team. And that dream was playing out in slow motion. Ball's right there. Hands are going up and dropping that. Like that
yeah,
breaks. I've seen young guys, practice squad guys who got their moment, weren't ready for it, ruined it, and like were just broken for weeks. Ended up getting cut
mm,
because they couldn't come back. Not only did this man come back, it didn't take weeks. That same game, came back, locked in, and showed that I can still contribute to help us win, despite having what for others could have been a game-breaking mistake that
mm.
was so deep in your mind you couldn't recover. So hats off to that young man. Love seeing the guys who are underdogs. I've been an underdog most of my life. Love seeing those guys actually show up and achieve.
And that's one of the things that was takes the win. You know, you need those guys, those underdogs, those guys that's not talked about all the time to make a key play during the game. You know, like he made a key play. D. Alfred with the interception,
That was a
the
great interception.
beautiful interception. You know what I'm saying?
Athletic,
Stuff
yeah.
like that to keep the you know keep the guys going, keep that sideline alive. You know these guys they never quit. They never quit. They didn't quit throughout the whole game. You know, even though we got down 14, they easily could have packed it in like, oh, this is another one. Congratulations, Bucks. You know, y'all probably on your way to win division, everything, something like that. But
Again,
no,
yeah,
we kept fighting. We kept fighting. So yeah, uh, those guys seem like they played for each other last night.
they did. They did.
Not only for Raheem, but for each other. Everything other than the penalties, everybody was out there playing hard, man. I seen some out there people giving the effort
They were.
and really trying. You know, and like yes, we had our mistakes, but nobody had their heads down. I ain't seen anybody with their heads down. They kept grinding all the way to the end. And you know, I would say great win for us. It could be a character building win. That could be one of those wins that okay, keep this momentum. Let's build on this and ride it all the way to next year.
4-0, Mike. We win it out. 7-0 is gone. That ship has sailed. But now we got 4-0, baby. 4-0. We win it
Right.
every game. And we'll end on this. Again, Bleav in Falcons, put in my FanDuel. Again, they lost people money because no one's betting on us. But with FanDuel, you can probably find a bet that will work for you. We need to talk about the multiple fans that were upset, enraged, yelling that the Falcons won the game because they don't want the administration to feel like the Raheem Morris administration is viable. And there are Falcons fans, and there were fights. I was watching, ooh, and they were fighting about, should we lose out, or should you root for your team to lose? And obviously, I'm a player. I'm biased. I'm gonna say absolutely not. But like, especially not because we don't have a draft pick. What do you want
Right.
to lose for?
Right.
They get
Right.
our draft pick. There's nothing positive that comes from us losing, except for those who just want Raheem out. And I guess it makes him look bad, and then it doesn't make him come back. But I don't know. I think a real fan does not root against their team. But again, I'm biased because I'm a player.
Yeah, and I don't think the players. You see, look, again, Obi, I've never been in a situation in the NFL where I'm showing up to work week in and week out, and then like you're not don't care about winning. I always had something to play for. We was always in the playoff hunt.
Yeah.
And throughout my career, so I was blessed in that situation. But yeah, it's got a hard. It's tough. That's like one win does not save your job. Not one win. We're gonna see how the rest of the season goes and see how it ends up. Because Raheem still, yeah, I'm with those fans that kind of want them to lose, right? Right, because like it's been so ugly these last 2 years. Like no, you're not gonna win me over with just one win. Give me some more wins, and then,
Yeah.
give me some more wins, and then maybe all right, bring them back.
Yeah.
Hopefully there's more fans on that side and
Yeah.
not just completely done with them. Then just want to just whack them right now, just get it over with.
There
Because
are
some people want
videos.
them fired before last night.
Yeah. There are videos of fans burning their jerseys after the Seahawks. Everybody's like, "I'm done. I'm done." I'm
Yeah,
like, you're not done. Like, I'm never supporting it. Like people are saying, "I'm not supporting. I'm buying the PS sales. I'm not renewing season tickets." And I get it.
yeah,
They are just tired of being tired of losing. And I get it. It's
right.
been what? It's gonna be like 6 years, 7 years, like 8 years in a row without the playoffs. It's a long
Longer than
time.
that.
Yeah, and that's just like we're the Falcons. We're not the Browns. We're not the Jets. We're not like these other teams, but we kind of are though. But we're not. We're not like a destitute franchise that has no talent and like we just can't get right. We have the ability to win and just don't. Something happens every year. If something goes wrong, and this is supposed to be the year that all that changed, and we are out the playoffs officially. So no matter what we do, which is a somber thought, there's nothing we can do to really win, to really get a chance to fight for what we all want to fight for, that Super Bowl. There's nothing we can do. We're just running around, staying in shape and burning some calories, and it's like, oh, what are we doing? What are we doing? But either way, hey, next year starts now, is what the coach is probably saying in the locker room, and what the players are probably saying. Next year starts now. Every game you put on film, everything you do to prepare yourself for a great foundation for next year, it starts by what you put on tape. So let's go with that and cheer on our Falcons. And Mike, anything you got to share before we leave? Because it's a good game. It's a wonderful win, but still, we want more.
Just hanging there, fans. It's like it's a disappointing season, yes, and it's that frustration is still there. It doesn't go away after one win. I understand that, but let's see how we finish. Let's see how much pride we got to finish the season off, and then we determine do we need to make changes or not? Because last night looked kind of good, not all the way good, but kind of good.
Better.
It was to
Improvement.
come back from 14. I don't know the last time we came back from 14 down.
I don't know either. I'm gonna look it up, but it felt
Yeah,
good. It might have been back in our day, Mike, but no, it felt
yeah.
good, and it's a great step in the right direction. So y'all keep on believing in Falcons. We brought it back. No more in Falcons with Mike and Ovie. It was Bleav in Falcons with Mike and Ovie.
Bleav.
Yeah, y'all like, subscribe, give us some love. We're gonna keep believing, and we're winning the next game. I don't even know who we're playing next. We're gonna win that thing.
Right.
All right, y'all.